Yeah, welcome to CPC Codicy channel, and thank you for the support. First, lot of people are sending mail to us asking doubts regarding the CPC exam, and a lot of people are continuously telling us to upload some specific topics in CPC. Sorry for the delay. We are working on it. We will upload it soon. Please forgive us for that. And I need to tell one important thing before starting this video. Please, before selecting some academy or institute to get training in medical coding, please do research or ask someone who had done medical coding training. Okay, blindly you are trusting someone, investing money 20,000, 25,000. You are not getting the complete stuff to pass the CPC exam. It's very bad to hear, and you are in the state of like no one can help you, right? So some people are texting that you have exam in a week, 2 week, 3 week. How can we cannot provide training from the scratch within 3 weeks? It is not possible at all. Okay, so please, before joining in any academy to learn CPC medical coding, please do research and ask someone. Invest your money wisely, and please grab your knowledge wisely. Okay. So in our YouTube channel, we are going to upload revision sessions, which will include all the topics in CPC. We will cover like important things which we can do in a YouTube video. Okay, as much as we can. Okay, so please do follow. Please have a look at our channel. Those who didn't subscribe our channel yet, please do have a look. See the videos, practice the questions. We had upload lot of practice questions in CPC, important questions. Okay, hereafter, please like watch regularly our videos. Please to subscribe and get connected. Okay, so in each video at the end I will attach some quiz questions. Okay, regarding the topic we had discussed in this video, and we will attach the word document which will contain these questions. You can fill and send it to us, or you can comment, and we will attach the Microsoft Teams ID of CPC Code Easy. You can send the document to us, we can check, and we can provide you the answers. And also, those who are not like willing to do those stuffs and all, entering answers and sending it to Teams or nothing, we will upload the answers in the next revision session video at the beginning. Okay, so please do have a look at our channel regularly, and we will start now. Today our topic is anesthesia. So in anesthesia topic, they will ask four questions. We have 4 marks in anesthesia. So before going into it, you should not lose marks in some of the easy topics in CPC: anesthesia, medical terminology, anatomy. Okay, these steps are null. You should not lose mark. Okay, in surgery topics, some mistakes we will make, and you should not trust on the options alone for these topics. You should be very clear in anesthesia, medical terminology, anatomy. Okay, CPC, so complaints and regulatory also, it will contain on you need to like study or 150 or 200 questions. Within that only they will ask 3 questions. Okay, it's like very normal, it's very simple. You need to study 200 questions. 3 questions will come from that only. Okay, so the compliance and regulatory, anatomy, medical terminology, anesthesia, these topics you should not lose mark. Okay, so in anesthesia, these important, if you know these topics, you can easily get these 4 marks. Okay, anesthesia and its types, time reporting, qualifying circumstances, anesthesia time calculation, and inclusive and exclusive procedures, anesthesia codes for surgeries involving different body area, important HECPEX modifiers, which is involved in anesthesia portions. Okay, you need to know these topics, what and all this, and you can easily get 4 marks in anesthesia. Okay, what are 3 types of anesthesia? General anesthesia, regional anesthesia, and local anesthesia. Okay, what is general anesthesia? A temporary loss of feeling and a complete loss of awareness that feels like a very deep sleep. Okay, it will feel like a sleep and can cause by special drugs called anesthetics. In general anesthesia, it will produce amnesia and analgesia. Okay, we will not feel any pain, and we will feel like sleeping. Okay. So this is called general anesthesia. This is used for like major surgeries and all. Okay. So, regional anesthesia, as the terms indicates, regional or temporary loss of feeling in a part of the body, okay, such as arm or leg, okay, caused by anesthetics. It is used, for example, the point it numbs a larger part of the body and does not make the person unconsciousness. We will not feel unconscious, okay. Spinal and epidural anesthesia. It's the example for this. Only that region will feeling numbness. And local anesthesia, it is also a temporary loss of feeling, but only a small portion of the body. Okay, you will not feel any pain, but you will be conscious. So it is used for procedures like skin biopsy, breast biopsy, and all. They will use local anesthesia. So the types: regional, general, and local anesthesia. Okay. Then time reporting. While coming to time reporting, you need to know how the anesthesia time is calculated from where to where. Okay, you need to be very clear. So the anesthesia time begins when the anesthesiologist begin to prepare the patient for the induction of anesthesia in the operating room, and ends when the anesthesiologist is no longer in personal attendance. That is when the patient may be safely placed under post-operative supervision. Okay, so when the anesthesia time begins means when the anesthesiologist prepare the patient for the surgery by inducing anesthesia. From that to handovering the patient to PACU, till that the anesthesia time will be calculated. Okay, so after that is physical status modifiers. Okay, physical status modifiers, you need to be very careful in this. So like there will be definitely one question in anesthesia which will which include this physical status modifier. Okay, so P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, and P6 are the physical status modifiers in anesthesia. So P1 is a normal healthy patient. P2 is a patient with mild systemic disease. Okay, and that is a controlled diabetes or something. We can tell it as example for a patient with mild systemic disease, which can be controlled. And patient with severe systemic disease is uncontrolled diabetes. Okay, so a patient with severe systemic disease, that is a constant threat to life, which is P4. Okay, P5 is a moribund patient who is not expected to survive without the operation, who is in a dead state. Okay, who cannot survive without the operation will come under the P5 modifier. P6 is declared brain dead patient whose organs are being removed. A brain dead patient whose organs are being removed will come under P6. And you have noted the value 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. What are this? So you need to know these units in some questions. Hereafter, one slide will come. I will explain you. You just make a note of these values. These are called some base units. Okay, for P1 modifier, the unit is 0. P2 modifier, the unit is 0. P3, it is 1. P4, it is 2. P5, it is 3. And P6, it is 0. I will explain you in the next slide. And another thing is qualifying circumstances for anesthesia. Okay, so plus 999100 is if you are seeing any addition symbol in the code, it's an additional code. Okay, so 999100 is anesthesia for patient of extreme age, younger than 1 year and older than 70. For this we will use 999100. 99116 is anesthesia complicated by utilization of total body hypothermia, and 99135 is for anesthesia complicated by utilization of controlled hypotension. Okay, anesthesia complicated by emergency condition will come under 99140. Okay, here also I had attached some values. You need to make a note of it. For 99100 it is 1, 99116 it is 5, 99135 it is 5, 99140 it is 2. Okay, the next slide is HECPEX modifiers. These are the important modifiers which is involving in the anesthesia procedures. So AA, QI, AD, QK, QZ, QX, QS, G8, and G9. Okay. Uh, in some anesthesia, in four of these questions, one question will involve these modifiers also. Okay, important apex modifiers. I had attached one example for this. So an anesthesiologist, MD, performed general anesthesia for surgery on major vessel of the neck, 25-year-old patient. Okay, so the major vessel of the neck in the anesthesia procedure, the code is 00350. Why I had appended modifier AA means, the AA means MD individually rendering the service. They are asked, if they will ask question like, what is the correct code for MD performing the general anesthesia? You need to see the questions. You need to read the question very clearly. For whom they are asking the, they are asking to code. Okay, for whom they are asking to code. Here they, for the MD they are asking. So the code is 00350 appended with modifier double A. That is MD individually rendering the service. Like that they will ask the question in anesthesia. This is a simple example. Okay. And the formula, this is the important formula. Anesthesia questions, one anesthesia question will definitely come from this section. Okay, what is the formula to calculate the anesthesia charge? Okay, base unit plus time unit plus physical status modifier plus qualifying circumstances, all those into conversion factor, which is the anesthesia charge. What is base unit? Okay, every anesthesia procedure has an assigned code with a corresponding base unit value. Okay, each and every anesthesia procedure has an assigned code. Okay, corresponding base unit value. The more complex the procedure, higher the base unit. Okay, in some cases they will do multiple procedures. Okay, in that case the base unit, in those case the base unit will differ, right? So the more complex the procedure is, the higher the base unit. Okay, so that, what is time unit? 1 unit of time is recorded for 15-minute increment of anesthesia time. That is 1 15 minute. Okay, 1 15 minute is 1 unit. Okay, so in 1 hour there is 4 15 minutes, that is 4 unit. Okay, 15 minutes is equal to 1 unit, 30 minutes is equal to 2 unit, 45 minutes is equal to 3 unit, 1 hour is equal to 4 unit. Okay, you are getting it right. Then what is modifying units? Emergencies and the patient's changing health conditions are considered as modifying units. The term itself is indicating that is modifying the procedure. So the emergencies and patients changing health condition is considered as modifying unit in anesthesia. Conversion factor. This numbers refers to the cost assigned to each unit and is specific to provider's location. That is conversion factor. So you need to remember this formula: base unit plus time unit plus physical status plus qualifying circumstances. All this into conversion factor is the anesthesia charge. Okay. In this example, anesthesia performed for a procedure on a major vessel of neck not otherwise specified as a base value of 10 units. The patient is a 72-year-old male patient and have a severe diabetes. Anesthesia start time is 11 a.m. Surgery begins at 11:14 a.m. The surgery ends at 12:34 p.m. And sorry, you need to change less a.m. Okay, this is not p.m. This is a.m. 12:34 a.m. and the patient is turned over to PSU at 12:47 a.m. Okay, please change this to a.m. Sorry for the mistake. And which was reported as ending of anesthesia time using 15-minute time increments. Conversion factor of $100. What is the correct anesthesia charge? Okay, so the major procedure anesthesia performed for the procedure of major vessel, the code is 00350. Why we had attached P3? Severe diabetes. We had already seen physical status modifiers, right? So here severe systemic disease is P3, right? The patient with severe systemic disease is P3. And okay, so that So that we had attached P3 modifier, okay, severe systemic disease, so that we had attached P3. And so how to calculate this anesthesia time? We had seen your formula, base unit plus time plus physical status modifier, qualifying circumstance status into conversion factor, right? So here the base unit is 10. The base value of 10 units, they are mentioned in the question. So the base unit is 10. And what is the time? So by for calculating anesthesia time, you need to know the start time and end time. The start time is 11 to am, okay, and the end time is when the patient is turned over to PSC, which is the end time of anesthesia. So it is 12:47. So 12:47 minus 11 to, it is 1 hour and 45 minutes, which is 7 units, okay. 1 15 minute is 1 unit, okay. So here in 1 hour there is 4 units, in 45 minutes there is 3 units, totally it is 7 units. So in the time you should like you should mention in units, you should add in units only, don't add 1 hour and 45 minutes like that, you should add in units. So 10 plus 7, what is the PS, physical status modifier, okay, it is P3. I had told, I had mentioned the values of the modifiers, okay. Here there is P3. What for P3, what is the physical status in unit, okay? For P3 it is 1, right? So in P3 it is 1. So they had mentioned one. What's the qualifies circumstance status? This is a 72-year-old male patient. For 72-year-old male patient, you need to see the qualifying circumstances. So older than 70 is 99100. So the qualifying circumstances, the value is 1. Because of this only, I told you to know the values. Okay. So the qualifying circumstance value is 1. So total 10 plus 7 plus 1 plus 1 into dollar. They had given dollar 100 as a conversion factor. The answer is 1900 dollar. Okay. By using this formula only, you can solve this kind of questions. Okay. Definitely this kind of question will come in anesthesia. And guidelines, okay, some of the guidelines you need to remember while doing anesthesia question. Choose appropriate physical status modifier, okay. It might be a little bit confusing, and you need to select it wisely. Choose appropriate physical status modifier, okay. Only one physical status modifier per anesthesia service. You need to append only one modifier, okay, physical status modifier. So if in an option, if you see two or three physical status modifier, you can easily neglect it, okay. More than one qualifying circumstances can be selected, and you should not append modifier 51 with any additional codes. So these qualifying circumstance codes are all additional codes, you should not append modifier 51 with those codes. And do not report pre-operative visits, okay. You should not report pre-operative visits with the anesthesia codes. If E&M services, if performed for anesthesia care, then don't report. If the anesthesia, if the E&M service is provided for the anesthesia care, you need not report as separate procedure, okay. So and while doing anesthesia question, please check it is a diagnostic procedure, a surgical procedure, open procedure, or laparoscopic procedure. You need to see that also. And moderate sedation. If they are mentioning moderate sedation, you need to choose the codes accordingly. Okay, you need to check that also. To report regional or general anesthesia provided by surgeon, use modified 47 to the surgery code, and do not report the anesthesia service separately. Okay, if the surgeon is providing regional general anesthesia, you can append modified 47 with the what the procedure he had done. Okay, that itself indicate that that surgeon provided the anesthesia. You need not mention again the anesthesia procedure he had performed. Okay, you just append the modified 47 with the procedure he had done. Okay, these are all the important topic in anesthesia you should know. Okay, if you need additional, if you need additional information about anesthesia, if you need any notes, if you have any doubts, you can comment us and you can reach out through Microsoft Teams.